Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be reviewing the new Tier 10 Italian medium tank that is now a Clan Rewards vehicle. And before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know that if you have something that you think would improve my content or fix a problem that I have, please leave a comment in the description below and I will check those out and fix my content and make it better for my viewers. And so I'm just going to go jump right in, and today I'm going to be using the TanksGG website. It's really great. I really want you to go check it out. It has all different sorts of stats and everything, because this tank isn't actually on the server yet. It's just in testing right now, so I'm going to be using this app to see, well, this website to be seeing the public test that it is in. So first off, this is a Clan Rewards vehicle, so you probably won't get it unless you're a total sweat at the game. And you have a really powerful clan. But yeah, this is just for anyone who wants to know how to defeat it or anything like that. I'll be breaking this tank down in just a couple minutes. So right away, I'm just going to jump into this comparison right here. I have it compared to the other Tier 10 Italian vehicles. The Rinoceronte is not yet in the game, but this tank is looking really OP when I overviewed it. So I'm just going to show you what I saw. So the DPM on this tank is 2,500. That's really good for an auto reloader, I should say. Better than the Progetto 65 and much better than the Rinoceronte. Its penetration is definitely going to hold it back with only 248, but also players playing this tank are going to be people who have a lot of experience in the game, who have a lot of credits, so they are going to be loading the gold. And yeah, 320 pen on these gold rounds is definitely gonna start destroying some of your hopes and dreams for your armor, and because it does add 72 penetration to their average penetration per shot. And the reload time on this tank is the exact same as the Progetto 65. I'm pretty sure it actually has the same gun on the Progetto 65 for the reload time per shell and the clip size. But the difference is the Caro 45T has more damage, but the Progetto 65 has more bursting capability with only 2.5 seconds, because the Caro 45T does have 4-second intra-clip reload time. It has kind of poor shell velocity, but also they're going to be loading the gold. The aim time on this vehicle really holds it back only about 3 seconds, which is a lot worse than the Rinoceronte, and 0.4 worse than the Progetto 65. Kind of bad dispersion values, worse than both the other ones, but its moving and tank and turret traverse are much better than the Rinoceronte and about on par with the Progetto 65. 9 degrees of gun depression is pretty much average for the Italian tanks, but it's definitely going to help it out. Its 55 top speed is pretty fast for a heavy medium, you're going to see in a second, but not very fast for a medium. Its reverse speed is the same as the Progetto 65 and 10 worse top speed than the Progetto 65. But the power to weight ratio is actually it's only 1 less than the Progetto 65, which is pretty good for this tank. It's going to be a pretty mobile tank. You'll see what I mean once I get to this armor. 230 on the front of the turret, 80 on the front of the hull. That might not seem like the best armor you've ever seen, but I'm just going to go ahead and pop into the 3D model real quick. So this is I'm going to put it up against the Rinoceronte real quick, which has pretty mediocre pen. And if we put it up against it and turn it to live mode, yeah, this armor is looking very powerful. Look what it looks like compared to the Rinoceronte's tank. If we go to the Rinoceronte and fire at the Rinoceronte straight on, it has worse armor than a medium that's faster than it, and in my opinion has a better gun other than the Alpha. So yeah, this tank's probably going to be super OP. If you use your gun depression, it just turns even more powerful. The Rinoceronte does have that really good gun depression and ricochet and armor, but also has this huge weak point, and it's not going to hold up against some of the people who love to load gold. The Caro is basically all ricochet angle, so it's not going to matter for this tank. You'll get the little weak points right here. But yeah, loading gold isn't going to do that much while you're on a ridgeline. So I'm going to show you the weak points on this tank when it's using its gun depression, where you're going to shoot at it, because I know a lot of you aren't going to be planning on getting this tank. But the weaknesses are, it has a cupola up here. It's going to be quite hard to hit, but it's probably going to be the easiest of the weak points to hit on this tank. If you're a taller tank, you probably can shoot down onto either the roof of the vehicle or the top of the hull, which only has about 30 millimeters of armor. Just with the angles, it pumps it up a little bit. But yeah, that's a pretty weak point that you could shoot, pretty large weak point that you could shoot at if you're taller. If it's using its gun depression, I would suggest shooting it in the lower part of this gun mantlet. So if we turn it to visual, you see it has this part where it flattens itself out, the turret does. If you shoot it there, you'll have about a 60% chance of penning, and then if you load the gold, yeah, you're probably going to be going through that about every single time. And then its last weak point that I would really want to notice is this little weak point that's under the turret ring. So let's say you fire it here, but then it goes a little bit lower. Yeah, you can even pen that with some HE. And also, if it's exposing the upper part of this, you can fire out that. Or a probably better option would be to shoot at the under part of these tracks right here. So other than those few weak points, this vehicle's looking like quite the beast. If you like this video, please subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this tank. I think it's going to be OP, and it's just going to make it harder for everyone who's free to play or doesn't have access to this tank. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.